What's up? So, pretty much, we know why we're here. You read the title. Devil, Dinosaur, and Moon Girl. I want to start this by saying, I'm very sorry to the 3 Moon Girl fans out there that she's not in the game. Nah, I'm trolling. For real though, all these characters are like, who are these people? They are both very random pulls, but I do think there is something to, despite me not really caring that much, I do think there is something to be said about how representation is in this game. This game is 3 black characters. That new Invincible fighting game that comes out also has as many black characters as Marvel Rivals, which is crazy. And you could argue, I've seen the argument that, NetEase won't have someone under the age of a certain age, whatever, in the game because video game violence, whatever. Which is valid, if you ignore the fact they aged up Penny. And Moon Girl has adaptations where, she is grown. And mind you, I'm not LARPing as some huge Moon Girl fan. I saw they made a show a few years ago. Never watched it. I'm not some super secret fan. But point is, if they wanted to, yes, they could have made a way for her to be in the game. I've seen people use a lore excuse for it. I don't think that works either, because this game has always made its own lore. Captain America's literally from 2099, and he's never been like that in anything else. And even if you want to down that hill, that she shouldn't be in the base game for lore reasons or NetEase reasons, whatever. She couldn't even be a part of his MVP screen. That's kind of crazy. No intro, no nothing. That is kind of crazy. Maybe they plan on adding her in a later season. I'm not a Rivals partner. I have no clue what they got going on there. We're buffing Spider-Man. Again, his low-key needed a bit of help, but that's kind of crazy after we nerf supports this patch. But we're not here to talk about the patch notes. But this does really speak to the whole lack of representation in the game. We couldn't get a single Storm didn't even get a disco skin. That's kind of crazy. That is really crazy, honestly. Cloak has legs and no skins except for one, which is just really funny. I'm not really. If you couldn't tell, I am of a certain descent, right? So it is always cool to get some sort of representation for the kind of person that you are in any game, But it's not the end all be all. But it does definitely come off a type of way. I just feel this will kind of change over time, Moon Girl is still a part of his kit. She literally does speak. Now, I'm not here to call NetEase super clan, right? I'm not here to say NetEase, it's the big clan or anything like that. But yeah, it's just honestly a funny topic to discuss. I'm so hyped for Devil Dinosaur. Don't get it twisted. Despite not being a fan, he is so tough. Cyclops coming out later this season. That trailer was elite. This last season was really fun too. But you're pretty much the end of the video. If you mess with this, most of y'all probably clicked off. But if you're still here, you're not already subscribed, send me that. That would be so nice. I would love you and appreciate you all for that. Topics you want me to discuss, I do more than play this game, obviously. You're not favorite super inconsistent YouTuber. But yeah, we're pretty much the end. Y'all, stay safe and catch you on the next one, whenever that is.